But what does it all come down to?
I remember us having a conversation, and I've thought about this as well, about being really proactive with relationships with our partners, right, with our wives. And like, I'm living it now because I've got a newborn. But I remember us saying, I doubt in any marriage anyone's going to look back at the 3 or 6 months after you have a second kid and go, oh, you know what? Fuck me. That was great for our marriage. There's 6 months.
No,
But like,
I don't think
people
so.
sometimes go, oh yeah, no, marriage is terrible at the minute because, we haven't been out on date nights or we haven't spent time. Whereas like proactively deciding that and going and having a conversation with your wife about it, going, look, we're not going to be able to get out here. Obviously, it doesn't mean to say that, our relationship isn't good about it. Like,
Yeah.
when we get down there, let's plan a holiday 6 months down the line.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we book in this gig. Let's make sure we do
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, could we sign this document that we don't hate each other? It's just a period of time.
But I think
no, it's so true.
reconciling all those things in your mind beforehand, I think that's
Yeah.
that's a real big thing. It's like pre-deciding what's good and what's bad
But,
beforehand, right? Before you actually do the thing.
But what does it all come down to? It's communication. So like if you keep that internally and think, well, we haven't had those nights, and goodness, what wonder what she's thinking. Like, does she think the same, or is she actually content, or like, does she hate me, or like what's going on? But actually just having those conversations and being clear and communicating. And again, look, it's not always easy, but it's worth it trying to be clear and just have that on the table and be like, yeah, that's cool. And that can go for any aspect in life. Client relationships, business relationships, whatever. Yeah.
And you're right. Like, all of this stuff like isn't easy, but you build the muscle and it gets easier.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it gets easier. You get stronger, so therefore you're able to take on more. And it's not as if
It's easier not to do the action, but actually that's that short term ease, but long term it's not gonna go well.
Totally. Yeah, and like, it definitely gets easier the more actions you take. And also, we're not sitting here going our lives are completely perfect or your life is